of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Cody Parkey now, ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Khalil Mack. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give him a gain of 37.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A second nice move. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now Ryan on second down. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. This is Howard on 2nd down. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Trubisky under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Taking it about the 16. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Gun.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Gun. 21. Keep playing hard.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He shakes him off. Looking downfield for Jones. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
Get up!
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Switch up. Get the 8, boy. Get the 8. 20. Hey, you're right. 20. Gun.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And this throw will be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Gun. 20. Gun.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On 1st down, Ryan. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
21. 20. Gun. 21.
On second down, Ryan. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Khalil Mack in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
21.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back-to-back sacks, and it's fourth down. And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Being chased out left. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Right. Hey, express. Hey. You got 3. 3 down. 21. 11. Gun. Watch the run. Hey, South. 39. Let's go.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Let's go.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now the pitch to Freeman. Avoids him at the 40. And some space here. A big run there by Freeman. 41 yards on the ground. And Freeman, not sure if he was a surprise exactly, but he sure took the NFL by storm.
But when you talk with his team, they'll tell you they saw this coming. They knew he had the talent. They were just ready to turn him loose on a full-time basis, and he took full advantage of it.
And now one of the most electrifying runners in the game today. Now Ryan on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, wait.
Here's Ryan to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Wait. Hey, gun. Left. Hey.
Ryan. It's caught. Jones. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They all came together there. In breaking route, drove it with excellent pace, Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, South! Gun! Three down! Base!
Ryan will throw again. And that's incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. That'll bring up second down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Base! 11! Gun! 58's Mike! Hey, South! Let him go!
To throw again is Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gotta go. Hey, 18.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On second down, here's Trubisky. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Deion Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
21.
A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danny Trevathan coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, Freeman. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, express! Hey, South! 58 for life! 58 for life! Wait!
On third down, Ryan. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Danny Trevathan in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Tack McKinley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Here's Trubisky to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. 55 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
You see it?
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
18.
On second down, Trubisky dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, this is Howard. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Deion Jones in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Bruce Irvin in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Parkey's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Look at, he's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Gun!
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
20! Hey, express! 39. Right there. All day. Hey, Tuesday. Watch quick. Ready, set.
On second down, here's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. Give him 30 yards there. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll look to run with Freeman. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Gun.
Going to get it running right. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
21. Get up! Wait! Get that ball! Go! Check. Motion out of the backfield. Get up!
They'll try and run. Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
18. Hands up.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vic Beasley in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Trubisky will throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
21.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Wait. 3 down. Watch safety creep. Wait.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Jones breaking from the contact. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Right. Go. What do you want? Wait. Right. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Hey, express. You don't want none. Let's go.
Now Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
11. 21. Watch the shift. 22. Check it out.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run here with Freeman. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're